Once again, another point and click adventure game, Broken Sword 5. Yep, they've made 5 of them. Subtitled The Serpent's Curse. Made in Unity. Who knows who the developer is? It's published on the PlayStation Store for. Gonna need to be on for the character dialogue options. You want to check the legal? It looks to me, based on my 25 plus years of video gaming historic experience, to be a animated graphic adventure, point and click, story, mystery, puzzle solving extravaganza like LucasArts games of the past, Monkey Island, Loom. There should be some mystery, there should be some intrigue. It should be like Uncharted without the shooting. You still have to aim with the mouse pointer. But let's get right into it. But the serpent was wiser than all the animals that were in paradise. And God cursed the serpent and called him devil, and said, Behold, Adam has become like one of us, knowing evil from good. Battle not with monsters, lest you become a monster. And if you gaze into the abyss also gazes into you. Well, who else are we going to quote? You know, you going to quote Solzhenitsyn because you watch YouTube too? Directed by Charles Cecil. One man. Broken Sword 5, A Serpent's Curse. Nice fast forward icon. Again. I'll watch it. I'm here for the game. I like that eagle. It does seem to have very beautiful animations. It looks as though it's in 3D. Catalonia, Spain, 1937. So we know where we are in the world. We know what time frame. I do not want to fast forward. I'm willing to watch. I'm willing to look. Like I said, volume, I got about as even as possible. I think it should be fine. Flat 50 should be fine. If we can't hear him, I'll turn the speech up. I learned my lesson with Injustice. I wonder what developer made this. They said Revolution Games. I like the guy in the side. He's like General Chaos. Oh, just wait here. You guys handle everything okay? Yeah, it's like you're pushing in with your squad, and the one guy runs in and goes, and you're like, oh, I'll hang back and see if you go down, and then when they go down, I'll finish them off, right? Cracked him. Fucking Papa. Idiot. Blue-green, he's got mid. Anyway. Tiago. Am I fucking hearing him?
Always be your guide.
I think I gotta turn him up.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly. Xavier, the painting.
Xavier. So is it Javier or was it Xavier?
La maledicción.
Alright, this is tight. It's like some VeggieTales shit. Still comes in that car. It's like what a Bentley looked like back then.
This way.
Holy shit. He's got him. So they're coming in for him.
Senora, it is too late. Go.
I might need to turn his volume up. But they're leaving that kid?
Senor,
dude.
here.
Might want to turn these subtitles off too.
Search them. Of course.
Let's look for a treasure map. Paris, present day. Wow. All the way to 2022, huh? So they just raided this
Paris,
Castillo?
Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art.
L'amour.
It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
Who's talking?
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris.
There's like 4 people with their mouths moving,
We
dude.
should catch up. Let's have lunch. Nobody move.
Holy shit. How could they do this to the Papa?
No, monsieur. Not la malédiction. Oh.
In the fucking...
Stay back.
He thinks he got hit too. He's so startled.
Once again,
Shit.
Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, A senseless murder.
Once again, you were back there in 37?
Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together.
Who's Nico and who am I? There are 4 people with their mouths moving.
The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay. My company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time.
Okay, we gotta fix these fucking volumes. Main menu, hints, character gallery, save menu, restore menu. Main menu. Options. Audio settings. Speech. I wish. Can I go back to fucking default? Speech as well. Gotta go up. Maybe a lot. Maybe a lot. That might be too much, but it's fine. Subtitles. I feel like I want these off. It's annoying me. Because every time the icon pops up, and it's in that box, so it makes me look at the box, and I'm not watching what's going on. Let's see how this is. So, main menu, hints, character gallery, save, restore. Okay, I guess that means load. Alright. So, R is the look. Look at that parallax scroll. Look at that parallax scroll. He's doing the sign of the cross. So I can look around. Let's look at this. Let's look at this Chica. What the fuck? All right. What do you think? Walk over here. Make him walk over here. So I'm this guy. I'm this blonde guy. What can I click on? Stolen painting. Let's investigate. X is do stuff.
This
I think
is where the stolen painting had hung.
all the volumes gotta go up.
Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't.
All right, they all gotta go up. They all gotta go up. Let's see. Audio settings. It's gotta go way up. I wonder if I should just max it. I wonder if I should just max it. It was mixed a little bit differently before. I don't want to turn anything else down. I almost want to turn sound effects up too. I'll leave it there. I might even turn subtitles back on, so I understand what the hell he's saying. The door, pressure pad. I have an inventory. I have a phone.
It was my phone, mankind's most treasured possession.
All right. No need to yell. A little bit loud. It's okay. What else do I have? What is square? Sometimes I get like 4 options. Squares, examine. Okay. Triangles, inventory, back, interact, examine.
It was a vibration detector pad.
Okay. Vibration detector pad.
It was a vibration detector pad.
All right. Let's get it. What about this?
It was a small door. I guessed the alarm circuitry was inside.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it's fucking too loud. I'm thinking that it's too loud. That's what I think. I also don't like the subtitles. It's too quiet, but it's too loud. It's fucking booming. I can tell. Let's see.
It was a vibration detector pad.
We'll see. It was a vibration detector pad, huh?
It was a small door. I guessed the alarm circuitry was inside.
I think I'm gonna have to fucking... Man, alright. Alright, we gotta get it ironed out now. We gotta get it ironed out. They have to go on. I hate that it has to go on. It has to go on. Let's just nudge it. Let's just nudge it a little bit. Just give a little nudge. I used the analog stick. So that's my gaming virtuosity.
It was a vibration detector pad.
You might even need to go up a little bit more. We'll see.
It was a small door. I guessed the alarm circuitry was inside.
Okay, a small door. Was inside of what, though?
It was a small red button.
Can I interact? What about this?
It was the speaker cone for the alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen.
So then
Looked
who...
fine to me. That wasn't the reason the alarm didn't go off.
The alarm did not go off. Interesting. Now, I like how all of a sudden I'm this investigator guy. Says who? Says who? It was the last time when Paris showed me how brutal of a mistress she could be. How brutal of a mistress she could be. Let's see if that's fine. Maybe a little bit more. Let's see if that's fine. Let's see if that's fine. This guy fucking sucks. They recorded in a fucking hallway just like me.
It was the speaker cone for
there we
the
go.
alarm. It hadn't sounded when the painting was stolen.
Okay, it hadn't sounded. Well, so then did we figure it? Did we figure everything out?
The alarm wasn't broken. I suspected foul play. I pressed the vibration detector pad. Nothing happened.
What kind of a fucking game did I get myself into? Cut wire? Oh, I can't examine anything, huh?
So that was
I'm looking
why the
at
alarm
it.
hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, how could they get in
This
here?
was an inside job.
Exactly, to turn the painting before. How could they get in here before? So someone took down the painting, cut the wire. They took down the painting, they cut the wire. Took down the painting, cut the wire, and then faked that somebody stole it. It was an inside job. Was an inside job. What about this? This painting over here.
The alarm on that painting hadn't been sabotaged. So, what made the stolen one so special?
Investigate the stolen painting. Now, the way that you got to play these games is you got to look all around. So the gear is like an interact.
Another painting with a working alarm.
All right, we get it. What about looking? What about look at this one?
The label said it was painted in 1932. The gallery wanted 80 grand for it.
I gotta look at all these.
A rare glimpse of the absinthe-addled mind of the artist. A snip at only 80 grand.
A snip. What about
Just 90,000 for this one.
Okay. So with all of these like point and click games, it's about finding the object that warrants more information to unravel the mystery and the clue. All right.
Another working alarm.
All right,
But
we got
why
it.
that painting?
Why that painting?
Why that?
Okay, he's fascinated. All of us. I want to know who this guy is. Fucking dumbass Nico. This dummy Nico. Who is he? Who is this guy? Right? Who am I? Who am I? The door. What about the door?
The door was locked with a keypad. The wires from the camera ran into the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery.
So then I want to
If I
see.
could get the code to the keypad, I might be able to shed some light on the crime.
Well, whoever has the code to the door would obviously be able to go back there and watch the camera. Why
The
would
cable
you
for
need
the
to be the
camera
one
ran
to
into the room marked private.
look at it? What'd he
The
say?
cable for the camera ran into the room marked private.
All right. Now, I wish I could just move him instead of having to point and click. Excuse me, every now and then I'm gonna have to fucking hack up phlegm, but just deal with it. Bust.
The bust
Busted.
was balanced precariously on the pedestal.
Should I
didn't
knock it
want to
over?
knock it off.
All right, you don't want to touch it. Okay, look, but don't touch. I've heard that before.
For the discerning connoisseur, a soupçon at 80,000.
Soup song. When you look and excuse me, when you stand in front of stuff, I wonder if that prevents you from being able to interact with it. It doesn't look like it. All right, a soup song for 80,000. Let's make him look at all these shitty paintings. Before we talk to this fat guy on the floor, tired from the carbs in his Papa John's.
This little gem could be mine.
Oh, I guess the guy didn't have pizza, so he's like, that's what he's really disappointed about. That's what he's really disappointed about. He's like, I really wanted to eat.
55,000. Huh, shame. Just outside my price range.
What about the soup
I
song?
didn't think there was any need to test another painting alarm.
Even he's
that
tired of
only
it.
One alarm had been sabotaged.
Even he's tired of it. Okay, the priest, Henry's body. What about the pizza box? Ooh.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well, no surprise there. Pizza. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one slice left.
Well, then why don't you get some DNA evidence? Pick it up. Did he just eat it? Did he just eat it, or was it in my inventory?
I'd picked up a piece of pizza from the gallery floor. It could be useful.
I love how the box fell on the ground. What about the box?
No one had noticed the pizza box fall onto the floor. I decided to leave it alone.
Okay. You see? You see? Wish I could get rid of this fucking cursor. What about the door? So, where do you want to click next? Some of these games, I wonder how well they translate to, what is this called? A fucking gamepad? Alright. The door. Let's talk to this fat guy. Lane. Yeah, he's fucking laying down on the floor.
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead. But from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted.
Lane, so he's a new contact.
Lane was out cold. I was going to need something to bring him around.
Uh-oh, our first puzzle. What about the pizza?
Even unconscious, Lane's body reacted to food.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna need something to... Wait a minute, what about this,
The poster looked
alarm?
old. I didn't want to touch it.
What about the alarm?
I wondered how many paintings they'd sold at these prices.
What is this gallery called? Lézard Bleu.
Spanish modernists certainly didn't come cheap.
And I'm in Spain, I'm not Paris. No, I'm in Paris because you see the tower in the background.
I wondered how many
Alright, wonder how many paintings.
As they say, every artist was first an amateur.
What is that, a secret message from the dev breaking the fourth wall? Let's talk to the priest. I'll need something to bring him around. The gunshot didn't bring him around? What about my phone? What does this do?
It was my beloved...
My beloved phone? You guys are such losers. Call Nico, call Rickenbacker. So she's Nico. Who am I then? Let's see what she's got to say. It's a busy signal, dude. Alright,
Nico
whatever.
wasn't answering her phone.
No surprise. This game is slow. Let's go to the priest.
Excuse me, Father.
I like these animations, though. They're
Yes,
great.
son.
I'm George Stobart.
George.
My company insured the exhibition.
Oh, now we're getting the
My
story.
name is Simeon.
You mean
Is there
Simeon?
anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
He certainly is dead. There's no
Senseless
blood, though?
murder.
I guess some for the rating.
On
They
the
can't show murder.
contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute, I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next, I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest.
So I'm George Stobart. So they're not suspects, but they are witnesses. Yeah, they're witnesses. Saw it all go down. Let's look at his pants. Let's look at his body. What about his hand? Gunshot wound. Glasses. Alright. What about underneath? A crumpled note. Well, let's look at his body first. See? Look how he's... Poor guy.
In Henri's pocket was a
Henri
tiny
Toilet.
bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within.
Wake the beast within.
I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands.
Literally or figuratively. What about his fucking
He
nose?
definitely looked better.
What?
I put the glasses back where they were. Best to leave the evidence the way I found it.
But you already tampered with it, dude. You can open and close his eyes? That's fucking morbid. His toupee?
Every gone tomorrow.
Okay. Weird.
There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand. It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m., be ready. Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place at 2:30 p.m. There was something... I quickly replaced the note.
But the big question is, why are you, the person who insured the exhibit, investigating a crime scene like your CSI, which stands for Crime Scene Investigation? Anything else? I think that's it, man.
A cryptic note in a bottle of overpowering cologne.
Why take his
No
cologne?
personal effects or anything else of substance. I definitely needed to check out that office.
So was he the gallery owner that got killed? Was he the gallery owner that got killed?
I still needed to figure out the code to that keypad.
How can I wake him up? Wake the beast within.
There was no mistaking this body. It was Hector Lane.
Art
He and I...
met before. I want my...
in. Well, no harm in trying.
Gotta pay attention.
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted.
Good dialogue, dude. Let's pick up these fucking... this item.
The nail clippers were monogrammed with the letters HL. Hector Lane. They must have fallen out of his pocket.
These kind of games are so niche. I bet they have like a super dedicated audience on PC. Because it's like, who's going to write a story and then who's going to animate and code and interact and draw all these backgrounds, interact. And so it's like, it's one of those things like, you know, fantasy fiction novels or, I don't know, RTS games. It's like one of those super niche customer base that's just super, it's small but dedicated. Fighting games are a perfect example, really. Just niche but dedicated audience who knows they'll buy any product. They want the product.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Let's talk to this guy and investigate.
I
What is?
wouldn't exactly call this living.
Do you remember anything?
Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
Are you really fucking serious right now? Let's see if we can give him the, let's see if we can give him his nail clippers
Lane's
back.
nail clippers.
HL. Well then, let's give them back to him.
Are these yours?
He doesn't even give a
I
fuck.
don't care. Can't you?
Oh my
I
god.
need...
I demand something to eat. What a fat ass. Here.
I found a slice of pizza.
Still has some DNA on it.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
I didn't say that. Now give it here.
Oh, boy. The jokes write themselves.
Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable. Now, what's been going on?
Am I ever gonna get out of this room?
Henri, is he
Dead?
Henri.
So,
poor chap? Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
How so?
Excuse
Tell me more.
Do I know you?
The one who's
yes,
been
our
talking to
paths
you.
have crossed in the Glee's gallery.
Of course, the man with the absinthe. I don't suppose you...
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
I'm George Stobart. I
Stareboat.
insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
The theft.
Did you know the gallery owner?
So this is how we're gonna
Of course.
interrogate
We
him.
worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative
These sentences take too long to say.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my curatorial wing. And now the poor fellow's gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code.
Why don't you
to that
just
door.
fucking flat out ask him the code, dude? Why don't you ask him the code
So,
to the fucking door?
you help run this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
Well, then let's
I
call
figured I
him.
wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice. I needed to turn the heat up.
What do you mean turn
Mr.
the heat
Lane,
up?
you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
Oh yeah, he puts on his
And
stern
why,
face, that
pray,
shitty
should
blonde
I
hair.
do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply.
Well, how's that
I
supposed to be a
might
threat?
be able to get them off your
Fuck
case,
them.
but in exchange, I'd like the code for the office door.
But that's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that. Someone sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting.
Ooh, a wire was cut, and it had to been someone who knew.
Who could have got into the alarm system?
That's what I want to know.
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
You're not suggesting that I...
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
With these fat fingers, I couldn't get back there. What
Are
about
these
your
your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes. they
Ooh,
have
to
my
have cut the
initials.
wire!
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on the stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Is it me or is this game
Are
fucking
you
slow?
accusing me? How dare you? I had no reason to kill Henri, no motive whatsoever.
Okay, but I don't think the cops will see it like that. And I sure would like that door code.
And come to think of it, you look pretty good in that. You fit into that motorcycle helmet. What's the deal with
How about
this?
some more of this?
I
He
don't
pulls it out,
think
puts
so.
it back.
As a sel volatile, it was acceptable. As a cologne, it would be barbaric.
Oh God.
An unusual painting turns up at your exhibition and gets stolen. Doesn't look good, does it?
And your point is?
The cops are going to ask some awkward questions. But you give me the code to the CCTV room,
We could see who
and
sabotaged
I'll do
the
my best to
alarm.
point 'em elsewhere.
I cannot let you into that room, Mr. Stowell.
Well, why don't you go into the room and look it up?
Henri found La Malédiction, not me. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh.
This is an inside job for sure, Mr. Lane. The police are going to be very interested in your recent movements.
I've been out of town for several days, and last night I retired early.
Just saying.
You're not going to scare me into giving you that door code, you know.
I was onto something here, and I knew it. Lane was sweating. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, why wouldn't he want to look into it and see who
How
cut
about
the
it,
wire?
Mr. Lane? Ready to give me the door code yet?
Certainly not. Give me a single reason why I should.
Guilty by way of nail clippers.
I've been away from Paris for several days and only got back this morning. How could I have cut that wire?
I hate
about
to say
this
this,
guy?
Mr. Lane, but you're going to be the #1 suspect for this murder.
So you keep saying, Mr. Stobart.
How come it won't, How come it won't, I don't know anymore. Ask him about Henry. He says he has got nothing to say. What about this underneath here? What about leaving the door? I can't leave until I get the fucking code. What about these wine glasses? What about this bust? Why would he be reluctant to see? Why would he be reluctant to see, who fucking did it? Why would he be reluctant to see, who cut the wires? I bet he did. What about this fucking priest? What about the door?
The street was
Bizarre.
quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief.
I don't really know how I'm gonna get that code. I can't really threaten him anymore. I mean, how often are you gonna, how much could you possibly have to say to him? Let's start from left to right. You can walk even further. What about this guy? Maybe he heard something. Oh, you should wait until, you don't want to walk past clues, because then it'd take too long. What do we got there? No. Metro station. What about the pissoir? I want to see what the street looks like.
You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in style.
Oh God, they're really pissing outside.
The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the
Oh, see,
CCTV
he's looking in there.
monitor in the corner.
Well, why don't you fucking look harder, dude? I mean, Jesus. Because he's not a shitty little investigator. He's a stupid insurance
From out
agent.
here, you couldn't
Fucking
see
pussy.
the stolen painting. This robbery
It
was
was definitely planned. So you couldn't see it in there. Well, why be there? Maybe they didn't expect to have a gallery showing? I don't know. Kind of stupid in front of everybody.
I've always been a sucker for Parisian stained glass.
His plan was, the robber's plan was, shoot a guy, come in with the pizza box and shoot the guy. That's his plan to rob it? Well, can you go in or what? Make him
The
walk
menu
over
offered
there.
black coffee and a short list of soft drinks.
Okay. Are you going to explore all the way over there or what? Maybe I can't walk down this way. I can walk somewhat down this way. Talk to this guy. Talk to the waiter. Ask if he heard anything.
Excuse me.
Monsieur?
There's just been
Ask
a
if it was
robbery
working.
at the gallery.
Oh, really?
Didn't you hear the gunshot?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft.
Do you not agree? I don't know if I do not agree.
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to.
Property is theft. How could it be anything other than freedom? So if you create something, who are you stealing from? What a stupid fucking idea. All property is theft. Really? Give me that shitty tray and your apron and your store. But it's not theft. Anyway, I don't get political here.
There was a beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Like how it's got the Taj Mahal in the background. And the fucking,
You know her? You
Arc de
surprised me.
Triomphe right out front.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder.
Oh my God.
The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
This game sucks.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur?
I'm about ready to shut
Spent
this
little time
off,
at the
dude.
cafe.
It
Unlike
stinks.
his friend, Monsieur Lane.
What do you mean? What do you know about Lane?
What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
Le bleu.
Bourgeois, vacuous,
Bourgeois.
and overpriced.
West.
Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest.
Bluesy. I like this
What
guy.
do you know about Hector Lane?
So when the music cues up, you get hit on an important
He
clue.
drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without
That,
paying.
Last night. What's
yeah, but
your
all property
time?
is theft, so
After midnight
it's really his
for
drinks,
sure.
not yours.
If you see him, give him this bill. And tell him to pay up next time.
Oh, really? So you said you turned in last night, but I have a bill that you left unpaid for. Because all property is theft. That's why you fucking
Check was
took.
from last night. But Lane told me he
Office door code from Lane. Owner? Maybe he accidentally let it open up.
Would you like a squirt of this?
Oh God, that's what she said. That's what he
Are
said.
you suggesting I smell
Anybody
this
could say
wood?
it.
No, sorry. Do
What
you
about
recognize
this?
these?
They are nail clippers.
Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
Alright, so I got the waiter and I got the bill. What's the deal with the metro station? I'm gonna walk all the way down here and
For
look.
a moment, I contemplated getting on the next train out of here.
Uh-oh.
But a man was dead, and
I
I
had
had
a job to do. Alright. What about my inventory? Let's
Lane had
examine
run up quite a
quite a
bill
bill
at
at
the
the
cafe.
cafe. Okay. Let's go back to the gallery door. What do you think, Lena? You ready to talk? My inventory.
Take a look at this.
He
What
takes it out, puts it back.
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So?
It's dated yesterday. Last night, in fact. 12:30 to be exact. You said you were out of town. You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill.
Uh-oh,
But
busted.
you told me that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know. A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good,
Motive.
Mr. Lane.
You are a blackmailer, Stobart.
Just doing my job.
The job. I mean, I guess he's got to find. Yeah, he's got to be an investigator.
The number is
6397.
6397.
Because if he's the
But I
insurance
admit to
agent,
none
he's
of
got to
these
look into
spurious
claims.
accusations.
What do they call that?
I had the
Financial
The police would be
autopsy.
here any moment, so I had to work fast. What was that number again?
6397.
642. No.
Everyone, hold it right there.
Oh, shoot. I'm such a fool. God, George is such a dumbass.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open.
PSCS?
Closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor.
Oh my
Move, I
god,
want a
game
total
devs think they're so
lockdown.
funny.
Nobody in or out, apart from me, of course.
A few minutes later.
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mou. Our paths had crossed before.
Oh yeah, so now I'm her now. Alright. I'm a lady now. No big deal.
Sergeant Mou, we meet again.
Ah, Madame Collard. An unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery.
I gotta
at
be
the
honest,
time
I'm
of
ready
the
to quit
theft.
this game and play something
Can I
else.
get back in?
It's too
I
slow.
am sorry, but
The story
I
might be
understood
intriguing, but
orders from Inspector Navet.
As a game, it doesn't need to
Nobody
exist.
in,
It's not like fun and fast the way Monkey Island
I
is.
must correct you, Madame. It is no longer just.
It's
a
funny I've been
theft.
playing these point-click
It
adventure
is
games
a
with this new
murder.
Monkey Island that just came out.
Mon Dieu, that poor man.
But they're fun on PC, like, on PC, these types of games that need a mouse and keyboard, or like need typing, or need a lot of, I don't know, keystrokes, I don't know. But games that just operate on a screen in a window with a mouse, it's pretty interesting.
Who is Inspector Navet?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius. A man.
Superhuman
He
insight,
sounds
Madame,
precocious,
it is not for us to talk.
don't sweat about
He
his
is about
sweaty
to solve
proclivities.
his third case in as many days.
Motherfucker.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert.
Oh
He
yeah, read
reads
crime seems like a book. But there's no blood because then it'd have to be rated M for mature. Well, look, what about
Yes,
this?
Prescott. Do you have a statement for the paper?
Yes, madame. Stay away from the crime scene and let the police do their job. And always leave a light on when you go out at night.
What does that mean? So that people will know I'm not in my house?
I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame Collard.
I
about this
chased
guy?
after the shooter and got a photo of him.
Inspector Navet will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
Absolument no.
So,
Absolument
I can go in
no.
without Inspector Navet's permission?
No.
And to get Inspector Navet's permission, I need to go in.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Mou?
Oh my god, this
Madame
game
Collard,
sucks.
I do not see what soccer players have to do with
Oh my god,
he's a-
I hate this game.
Never mind.
It's whack. I mean, it doesn't need to
I
exist.
really need to get
Nothing's
into the
wrong with
gallery
it,
and
but
speak to Inspector
just not
Navet.
exciting.
Tut. He is not to be disturbed. He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
This
Why don't you
was
just take a rest at the
madness.
cafe and I'll watch the
Sergeant
door
Moo
for you?
wasn't going to let me in.
Tiredness.
Why are you so tired, Sergeant Moo?
I have been
Working 3 days.
Nabe is a genius in his field.
As soon as
and
we all have his energy.
Oh, you...
Poor
If
man.
you'd like to go and get some sleep...
Watch the door for you. I
That's
told you.
very
I told you.
Ha! A gunning
Running attempt to make me a
A
deserter.
gendarme. never leaves.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. My doctor
have drank on
specifically warned
duty.
me against it after the last incident.
Drink on duty. Just
That
coffee.
incident you mentioned.
I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about it. Would you
All I
urinate
can
yourself?
say is it was.
Unfortunate.
I am on duty.
Need to focus.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, so I have to slip him a hot drink. So that he can have an unfortunate accident. What about the
I
metro
wasn't
station?
going to leave without comparing.
Comparing notes with George.
The pissoir was decorated.
Decorative and unpleasant. What about the office window? Walk over there, baby.
It was an office. The room was full of...
Strange trinkets. Alright, let's fucking speed this up. La Lazard.
The body was still in there.
Have to get back inside. Alright, well let's get a fucking... Let's get him a hot fucking drink.
An intricate
Stained glass window. He's already said this shit. I already know about all this stuff. Well then let's get right to the chase. Let's go to the waiter. What about L2R2? Any fucking fast forward buttons or nothing? What about the D-pad?
Monsieur,
Nothing? This
Life
property is
fleeting,
theft. Give me a
madame.
fucking
The
drink.
sands of time are running through your fingers.
well, that may be, but...
Well, such are the days of our
We
lives.
know not what we want, and yet we are responsible for what we are.
There's been a crime.
That is terrible, madame. But you know what they say.
No, but I think you're going to tell me.
Life begins on the other side of despair.
Oh my god. Alright, a little bit poetic, huh?
Well,
Save Rye?
so. He was pushing me to the point of despair.
During the riots, we battled the forces of oppression.
Oh, really? That must have been terrifying.
It was.
What does it say?
Except that
Tabac?
they made me stay
Tabo?
behind the barricades with the other baristas. We made coffee by the liter to fuel the resistance.
Oh my god.
I've never brewed so much coffee. Of course, our brave heroes spent half their time going for a pee. But with our coffee inside them, they fought the running dogs all night long.
None of this was helping me get past Sergeant Moo.
Au revoir.
What do you mean au revoir? Get a fucking coffee, dude. What is this? What does this say?
As
Sacre
always,
coeur.
Paris looked beautiful.
Alright, good for you. Parry with the fucking urine in the streets. Inventory, press card. Show him the press card.
Here's my press card.
They have to, these devs have to figure out, with every item in your inventory, interacting with every object with the item.
You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Well, of course I accept.
La liberté.
Great Journal of Freedom.
As the tear gas
flew
it
and
was
blood
La
flowed.
Liberté which carried the
Liberty.
voice. I know now that you are not the kind
Had
of
a woman
woman
ask
who
me
would
for-
ask me for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
Humble. So then give me a fucking coffee, you
Monsieur.
Jack.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me?
Could
Oh
we have
my
a little
God.
chat?
Anytime, madame.
Give me some fucking
How about some
coffee.
coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup.
I don't know
One
if
moment.
that's the, I don't know if that's the stereotype.
Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
No, you're not supposed to drink it. You're supposed to give it to the fucking guard. You idiot. Are you stupid?
The coffee was hot.
Yeah, we get it. Takeaway,
Did you
dude.
make me...
For a fellow.
Let's go. doesn't fucking know anything. He doesn't care about this stupid fucking...
Thank
The
you,
gallery.
monsieur.
He thinks property theft. Let's go. What do I want? What
Did
do
you
you...
see anything?
Gallery
I
early
saw
says
you
no.
running after a
The pizza delivery
guy.
guy. Somebody said he killed
Somebody-
someone.
That's true. He stole
Stole
a
a
painting.
painting.
How close we are.
Well, right now,
Gotta get
I
back. See you
applaud
later.
madame.
as a journalist,
So she's a journalist. See you later. She's a journalist. Why don't I give the coffee to him? She's a journalist, and Stobart is an insurance agent. So they're doing a little financial investigational postmortem.
Sergeant Moo, I brought you a coffee.
Coffee? Fantastic.
Just
Wait.
what I need.
I must not. My little problem.
I'm sure one little...
I'm tempted, madame.
Just
So,
fucking drink it.
this incident, it involved you.
It is a tale of...
and
Get it.
Ollie.
Well, since
Please do.
I was in charge of canine security. One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with
This
a
game
lady
sucks.
minister. I stayed alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to call. So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee. When I came back, the dog was having a liaison dangereuse with the lady minister's terrier.
But how did they find out?
Well, 2 months later,
All right, we get it. That's
and
really
I
fucking
was
stupid.
busted to sergeant.
You are a victim of a great injury.
You think so?
But of course,
So the dog had,
you knew
you know,
you must
banged
not fall
somebody with
asleep
the,
at your
had
post.
puppies.
you were guarding
That
the
proves the
president
guy,
himself.
Well,
Cheating on his wife?
the
Who gives a
Ah,
shit?
it
This
was-
game fucking sucks.
And by drinking that coffee,
Yeah,
And
then
now
explain it to me,
Florence is
elaborate. Like I
calling
haven't
you
put it
again.
together ahead of all
She
the
is
ahead of
saying,
all these
"Great
characters finding
Sergeant
clues.
Moo,
I'm fucking
great."
putting it together ahead of them. It's fucking
She
saying it.
is?
she is.
I suppose.
Bravo.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me, madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room. It has gone straight through me. Could you watch the gal?
Oh, you can. I distracted Moo.
All right, so let's go. Can we? Can we find out anything? Can we get anywhere in this shitty game?
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Nico, am I glad to see you. I tried to
door
phone
cut
you,
in
but
or
couldn't
what?
get an answer.
I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away.
They're working together, huh?
Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
Especially if he was in on
I've
it.
been trying
That's
to
what's so
find out.
bizarre.
Turns out the alarm was tampered with. It looks to me like an inside job.
So, no ordinary robbery.
And no ordinary painting. The priest claims that La Maledizio is evil. I need to get into the office and see what the CCTV has to offer.
So, what's the problem?
The inspector's watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
Show him that painting of the naked lady. Show him that statue. Why don't you talk to him?
Inspector Nave, do you have a moment?
My time is of the essence.
Madame! He's like the white Reverend Al Sharpton.
I suppose this is quite a complex case, Inspector.
This
It
game
is a robbery
sucks.
gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame. The victim's body paints a simple picture, more reliable than any witness statement. Consider the impact of the bullet, and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual homicide, nothing more.
Nothing more. Sounds like a South Park character,
Don't you
dude.
find it odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
That happened to have no alarm.
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog poo-poo, nasal hair.
This game is not
I
funny.
prefer
It's
to
just fun to
concern
laugh
myself
at.
with murder.
Did you see the alarm was sabotaged?
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security.
Interrogated the scene,
I
huh?
prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to them. Do not bother me with this circumstantial fliff-laff.
Why don't you check out the security camera footage?
Madame, that is not my area of expertise. It is the body which concerns me.
But the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is but an indicator. The only true evidence is bodily fluid. Unless you know something I don't, then please leave me be.
The only evidence Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore.
Al Gore.
What do you think about the American, George?
George.
He is deeply suspicious.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he's the one who did it. Who was here and didn't get chased
Could
after?
you give me a statement, Inspector?
Now is not the time, madame.
The
Thanks,
time?
Inspector. I'll let you know if I remember anything else. If I was going to distract Nave, I needed to unearth new evidence or concoct some. And the bloodier, the better.
So then what, I don't really have any inventory items. What about the pizza box? Bend over and pick up that pizza box. What about this? Aha! Tomato stain. What about this?
The tomato sauce had splattered on the floor.
Could be blood.
I spread some of this sauce around with my shoe. It looked a little bit like a blood stain, but it still wasn't right.
Maybe
If I
it was the
going to
blood.
distract the cop, I had to get rid of that gun.
What?
No way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands.
Oh my god, this is a fucking game? Where's a... God, oh fucking mighty. What do you have to say, dude?
Excuse me, Father.
Father Simeon.
Are you okay?
Simeon,
It's a terrible
terrible
Could I
shock.
ask you some...
What about a tissue? You
kind
got a
of-
tissue?
I'm a
Reporter. Couldn't hurt. Who are you?
Why did you come to the gallery to...
God brought me here.
I saw a poster for the
What do
exhibition.
you...
I knew there was great evil.
Great evil is
The
my duty to
painter
confront the
was
evil.
El Serp.
Ooh, the
the
serpent.
Don't you see?
We're unraveling it.
Evil? So, what were you planning on doing here today?
I wanted to bear witness to anything that the devil would conjure.
Well, I think it was a no-show, Father.
I don't know.
Really?
Maybe the perpetrator was the
man
painter.
is dead, Miss
Nah, it was
Collins.
from ancient times.
I'd say his work here today is done.
That wasn't going to help my...
What about the
Did
shooting?
see
You saw it.
anything that might help identify the killer?
The devil takes many forms, child.
Didn't get a good look.
Anything would...
I'm sorry, my dear.
Nothing. His mind was elsewhere when somebody was shooting someone in the fucking
What
room.
can you tell me?
Tell me about the painting.
Grotesque.
Grotesque and
How
evil.
can...
By killing all who come.
Does that mean we're next?
Laugh not at the...
Alright, this game sucks.
What do you think about...
Is that...
I think it's...
Maybe.
I wonder if there's a mob.
We are facing death. This is no...
Father Simeon, what do you know?
What do you know about
an
Henri?
innocent victim.
So
If
far,
he was peddling such blasphemous works as the...
who knows what other sins he
Father
was
Simeon
hiding.
was making me feel guilty. This is my
What kind of
passport.
statement?
Good. Be
You
sure
warned your readers that the painting's
Thank you.
evil. What a fucking waste of time. Why even make me talk to this dumbass if it didn't even
The
produce
police have
anything?
not-
Nothing to offer. Why make me talk to him then in the game? Did it add to the story? No, he's crazy. Did
But
it add
listen,
to
Uncle
anything in terms of moving the game forward? No. It's just a fucking waste. What about you, fat ass? What do you have to say?
Are you Hector?
The art critic.
Enchanté, madame.
Let's
I'm
fucking
Nico
move this shit
Keller.
forward.
Ah, a fall.
What do you have to
What
say for
can
this
you tell me?
painting?
It was called La Malediccio,
Unknown work.
Who was the...
a mysterious figure known
El
only
Serp,
as...
student
He
Picasso.
was good, but not great.
True identity remains unknown.
What can you tell me about the theft?
Oh, it was truly...
What do you want to know? Well, oh my
Have
god,
you spoken to
anything.
Georges?
The
American,
Yes.
he's twisting his
He
arm.
promised to clear up any misunderstandings.
misunderstandings. Police might have my
Father
presence
Simeon-
here.
But
He's a
La
lunatic.
Malediccio is a...
Painting, it can't be evil.
What can you tell me about Henri's...
Henry's involved with the gallery.
Dear Henri, a shining
diamond.
diamond in the ordure that is the
He was a
modern
financier or
artifice.
something. Because
He
Lane's
owned
the owner.
gallery.
No, he owned it,
What
but
will
Lane
we do
tended
about
to it? What? Lane put on the exhibition. Henry's the owner of the gallery. Lane put on the
Tell
exhibition.
me about the shooting, monsieur.
No, it all happened so fast.
Well, remember.
Take your time.
I can't be sure.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sorry, monsieur. I'm on a...
I would have tackled him.
Did you know that the alarm had...
No.
Sabotage, no.
I suppose that's why.
Why it's not ringing.
Here's my...
Give me a fucking
And there
statement.
was I thinking you were too young.
Thanks for your help.
So
wasn't
again,
going to-
nothing. Again, absolutely fucking nothing. Just looking around for who to talk to. What about the body?
I'd never met the gallery owner before.
Didn't deserve this. Well, so, what the hell are you gonna fucking do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Getting nothing. What is this shit plugged in here for? What about him? You get that gum out of that bloodstain and trick Neville. Anything?
Yeah, Nico.
So what do you need?
I'm pretty sure the robbery was an
Inside job. I think the office is proof.
Super.
Super
if I
cop. Create a distraction.
You do that and
That's a... Somehow, I had to...
He can look at the bloodstain, get the gum out of it. Where's the, like a fucking nap? Anybody got a fucking napkin? A napkin! What about this?
The painting was La Malle...
1937. What about
It
this,
was
huh?
the alarm for...
That's it?
If it hadn't been for the body,
Would have enjoyed the paintings.
the
What about
boss...
this? Knock it over. What am I supposed to fucking, What about my phone? Call Ronnie. She's not even on screen right now.
Ronnie, I'm at the exhibition over in Mom...
Any scoop I got? What could be exciting?
painting's been stolen.
Stolen. Owner's been shot. Scope the place out. Call me. What if I call George? He's standing right there.
This could be the scoop.
I'm not even fucking on screen, dude. What about this painting?
I like
Walk over to
it.
this painting. Not enough to buy it. She can't even walk anywhere. What about his shoes?
Poor guy.
Poor guy. I mean, anything. Anything at all. The pizza box. Door. I don't want to go back out there. Let's see what's that.
Getting
It says
in
door.
had not been easy.
I need to stay and pursue the investigation. Bust a painting.
Drawing attention to myself would...
Be a bad idea, because he went in there. Gotcha.
The
What about the
gallery was
poster?
out. I didn't feel...
It's a mess. I didn't feel like tearing it down. The painting. So Lane has nothing? I have nothing other than a phone and a press card? Father Simeon's got nothing? What about Navette? I mean, do something. Something!
Inspector,
Yes?
Talked about the bloodstain. What is this? CCTV?
Have you seen that stain on the floor by the door? What do you think it is?
I don't have time to waste discussing domestic hygiene. Please, leave.
What do you mean? It might be blood. It might be blood.
Are you certain you don't?
Unless you can show me new evidence.
Evidence?
So you don't think?
I prefer...
Visceral approach to the crime.
Do you know it?
It is a...
It's a painting.
So
What about
you think
Georges?
that-
As I said, I am not often wrong about such things, but...
Do
You suspect
really
him,
think
huh?
this is a cut
He
and
was the
dry
insurance
case?
agent. He
En
didn't
effet,
know it was gonna go
that-
on. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Are you sure you don't want?
Please,
Keep your little
Thanks,
card away from me.
Inspector.
This
I'll
game
let-
sucks! It stinks! It's terrible. What the fuck do you have? What else do you have? I mean, what?
Poor guy.
What about his glasses? What about his glasses? What about Lane? Lane has nothing. The priest has nothing. He's got nothing. What about this guy on the floor? I don't know, dude. I'm supposed to clean up the blood stain? Maybe it has a... I mean... What? What? What about this painting? What about this light? What about this under there? It's a fucking... I don't fucking know, man. What about this statue?
I couldn't use this painting to distract Inspector Nave.
Without getting in more trouble anyway? So then maybe on the other side. Maybe on the other side. There's one with an alarm. What about this red one? What about this one?
I couldn't use this painting to distract Inspector Nave.
Not without getting in more trouble. You're a real bitch. Do you know that? What about
George
this
said
one?
that somebody...
I disabled it. I am examining.
The painting...
This game sucks.
Nice price tag. Nice use of...
Which one? Which one?
I couldn't use this painting to distract
Could
Inspector-
not. Well, what can you fucking distract him with? Walk by the bust and knock it over.
Nice price tag.
I wouldn't want to knock it over. I'll knock it over. Fine.
If it hadn't been for the...
Would you fucking knock it over? You have to walk by it. Bump into it.
It was a very...
Knock it over! Fuck.
I couldn't use...
Couldn't use the painting. Couldn't use the painting.
Nice use of color.
Oh my god. What about the gun? There's got to be a gun
I
somewhere.
liked it.
Damn it, you stupid bitch. What am I supposed to fucking do? Navette? What about the pizza
At
box?
least now that...
Anything at all? How do I get the gum out? Fuck. Father Simeon has nothing.
I didn't
Really?
feel like tearing...
Anything at
I
all.
couldn't use...
Couldn't use the painting. Couldn't use the
I
painting.
liked it.
I'm about to quit this
But
shitty
not
game,
enough to
dude.
buy it.
Paint. I mean, distract what? What about the wine? What if we crack open some of this wine? I mean, Christ. What? These people have
Monsieur
nothing
Le-
to say.
My dear.
Yeah,
Thanks for
fucking
your help,
nothing.
Monsieur Lane.
What,
Lane,
what the hell am I
nothing to
supposed to
offer.
fucking... He has nothing to offer. The priest has nothing to offer. Look. Give me the cursor back. Oh my... It takes so long just to get out of the dialogue and get the
Father.
fucking control back. Anything at all. I mean... Tissue. Anything. What about the
Do you know
artist?
anything-
What about El
The
Sir?
purveyor.
Blasphemy, the
How can-
Antichrist.
It is
Clear from his
Father,
work. A lot of assumptions. Whatever. Yeah, fucking
Thank you
nothing.
for...
He has nothing.
The priest...
So that's it. Priest is nothing. Lane is nothing. I can't get out of the door. I can't fucking... I can't use any of these paintings. Not even the alarm. Not even the alarm. The blood stain, it doesn't work.
If it hadn't...
The blood stain doesn't work. Now that doesn't work. What about the body? I can't investigate the body. I mean, I can't... The blood stain is it. What about this? What about this? I mean, what about anything? Anything at all? Knock it over. Anything.
It was a very...
Knock it over.
Nice
What about the
use.
painting? What about... I've got nothing in my inventory. What about this? Watched over the room. What about him? I gotta get him fucking looking another way. What about, painting? I can't use the painting.
If
I
it
can't
hadn't
use
been
it.
for the body,
I'd be enjoying it. Can't use the painting to
I
distract him.
couldn't use this painting to dis...
Now without getting in more trouble. So you can't use it. Fuck. The painting, the painting. What about this? Unplug it. What about this? What about the
Just
alarm? Someone disabled it. What about the bust? What? What else do I click? What about my phone? What about I
There was
called
no
George? He was so close. George? What about L1, R1, the shoulders, the D-pad? Oh, the touchpad moves the cursor. What about the cursor? Clicking the touchpad moves the, Clicking the touchpad fucking moves. What about R? It's just clicking and moving. What about circle? What about square? Square's the walk button. Square's the walk button when you're not examining. What about my inventory? I have nothing.
My Prescott.
Does nothing. I'm at a fucking loss. He says there's a mop. He says there's a... Can I switch characters? Can I... Character gallery? Hints? Give me a hint. I'm in the gallery. How can I distract Naval? Talk to Naval and listen to what he says about his interests. Now that mentions he prefers biological... Is there anything gallery mistaken? Pick up the pizza box to reveal. Can it be made to look like blood? Remove the chewing gum. Using Nico's press card and interact with the tomato stain? What? Using the fucking press card? Are you kidding me? That's what it is? Dude,
I
fuck
was
this
going to
game.
need to take a closer look.
Use your inventory. Well, at least you know that whatever is in your inventory is usable. Pick up it
That
with your
wouldn't
card.
make sense.
You said it wouldn't fucking make sense, you stupid bitch.
No way was I going...
Pick it up with my bare hands.
My
Examine. Press card.
I scraped up the chewing gum with my
My press
card.
card, hoping he wouldn't notice. What a fucking weird idea. This game sucks
Inspector.
so bad.
Yes?
Look at the blood now. My press card has the gum on it.
Have you seen the stain on the floor over there? It
Looks like blood. Go look and bend over.
Indeed.
How very curious.
I must investigate immediately.
Immediately before these idiots step in it.
Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Okay, George. That should distract him for a while.
Hurry up, put the code.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let
6
you know what I
3
find in the office.
9-7, right?
I was sure the inspector hadn't seen me
God,
slip
this game
away,
fucking
but
sucks.
I needed to be quick because it wouldn't take him long.
At last, Stobart.
Sorry, Mr. Rickenbacker. I've been busy.
Yeah, I damn well hope so.
Watching
Oh.
the news. Anything interesting? Someone stole a painting.
And it was one you insured,
So what's
Ah,
going on?
so
You think I should have thrown myself in front of the thief?
sure would have made me.
Rest of the
Anyway,
ground got
find
shot.
that painting.
There's no reason to pay out.
I'm
Get some
working.
leads. Alright. Forensic investigation on the, Let's see what we can examine first here. Save this, Nubile painting for the last. What about the sofa? Nothing?
The sofa had clearly taken
Some punishment? Oh, God, what does he mean by that? What about the
A
painting?
naked lady stared at me seductively.
What about the window?
The street was quiet.
What about the David? What about the painting
The
above
woman
it?
in the picture looked vaguely familiar.
Above the top. What about the David?
The statue was
Jaunty?
up close and personal. I could see that the fig leaf was hinged.
Oh my God! Why don't you touch it? Maybe maybe you can
Thankfully,
adjust the
there
fig
was
leaf.
no one around to see me do this.
Oh my God!
Very interesting.
Keyhole.
I wasn't going to open the safe without the key. I was fairly sure that even Henri wouldn't be silly enough to keep it hidden in the office.
All right. Have a new lead. I need a key. What about the bus?
Henri had a model of a VW camper van painted in hippie colors. The engine capacity was displayed on the back, 1600 cc. Henri sure liked his clutter.
What about the notice board?
Henri's notice board was covered with all kinds of junk.
That's it. Some of these hints are just like fucking worthless. What about the desk? Look over here. It's like those fucking I Spy
I
books.
didn't like the idea of a pocket full of sharp pins. I didn't need a business card.
Then why let me click on it? Maybe I'm
The
just
pen
getting
could have been
curious.
useful. Then again, it might have leaked all over my pocket.
Who are you, George Costanza? Worried it's gonna puncture your scrotum?
The lighter was corroded and grimy.
Probably never
It'd
work
probably-
again.
I decided
To leave it. I decided to leave it.
carrying an ink pot around and
You really don't want
The
to
ink
fucking
would
do
have
any
stained
type of investigation, do you? You're pretty much the laziest insurance
I
agent I've
didn't
ever
feel
met.
the need to
Henry's eraser.
the switch controlled the.
Small desk lamp. Well, fucking hit it.
I didn't want to carry.
Roll of tape. I didn't want to carry it. I didn't want to carry that. Just fucking complaining.
It was the paper that Nico
Go
wrote.
road 4.
Nico lived for the day her store.
Store was on the front page. What about the drawer? What about the folder?
There was nothing else in the. The folder looked interesting.
You're in good hands.
This was very definitely tampering with evidence.
So what?
It was a
supposed to be in
completion
here.
of work notice from a company called
Vera
They're
Security.
not the guys we'd recommend. Henri had gone behind our backs to
Choose a different
I'd
security
never
outfit.
heard of Vera Security,
There's
but
an
there
address
was
and a
an-
phone number on the form. Well, let's get it. All right. What about the lava
It was
lamp?
hard to tell if the lava.
Just
Henri
like
sure had his.
his quirks. Well, what else is there to fucking say?
The telephone was an antique.
Rotary model, looked greasy. What about the calendar? Might have some dates on it.
The calendar looked like a. Henri had ringed 27th May.
Scroll
Poor
birthday.
guy hadn't quite.
What about this other shitty
The
poster?
poster advertised a night.
Stockholm Music
Headline.
Festival. This guy's a fucking hippie. No big deal. Notice that David got a
In
little
the
mind of his
trash
own.
can, I found a crumpled letter from Henri's credit card
Card
company.
Demanding
And
immediate payment.
It listed
Really?
extravagant purchases from a variety of.
So we got a couple leads. He likes to. He's a big spender.
Expensive. I decided to put the letter back.
I'm losing fucking complete interest in this shitty game.
But now I knew where he lived.
It sucks. So his business is failing. He's racking up tons of debt to buy a bunch of stuff that he's not even investigating in his, displaying in his shitty gallery. Junk, 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 junk.
It was a pretty flamboyant.
Hired the
looking
wrong
plot.
security agency. They ripped him off to get his money back. What about the system?
The CCTV system was ancient. It took individual shots and recorded them to tape. It looked like I needed to enter a passcode to view the recording.
Well, maybe it's invalid.
Henri hadn't set the model van's engine size as the passcode.
Fuck. Damn, so he even knew what I was trying to fucking guess. What about the painting? What about 1937? Motherfucker. What about the
No.
year? Shit.
I needed.
4-digit number, huh? CCTV, CCTV. What about this shitty guitar?
I didn't imagine Henri as a musician. The trinkets, the junk, the instruments.
He was a hippie
Henri
at
was
heart.
kind of a hippie at heart.
The magic bust. That's fucked up. I thought it was going to be that
The
stupid,
frame containing pressed flowers. Henri may have been a hippie, but a hippie with plenty of disposable income.
But it says that he doesn't have disposable income. He's racking up debt like you wouldn't fucking believe. Door. What else? What else? Anything? Inventory, walk, examine the sofa. What about the bottles?
It looked like Henri had saved.
Best booze for the back of the room. What about, the note? Why don't I examine it? Very security, that's it. There was an address. Maybe you're not supposed to... Well, let's see. So, I need to investigate this. What's the deal? 1975. What about that? It's written right there. What about the key code? What about 19... Fuck!
And there I was, thinking that Henri might have set such an obvious code.
No such luck. Damn it. What was the other code? 63... Was it... 6397? I don't remember. Or 63...
I tried the door
76.
code.
The door code, no luck. Fuck. Even he knows.
I needed to find a 4-digit
Motherfucker. What was his birthday? May... Wait a minute. May 27, right? May 27. So what about... Fuck. What about 27th of May?
I rewound the tape.
Oh, it worked!
Before the robbery. This was the first interesting frame. It was Henri studying La Malédiction. He couldn't have had any idea what was about to happen.
Okay. So, what do I do now? Henry?
Was Henri studying that picture?
Or did he look
There
worried?
was definitely more to this robbery than I first thought.
I have to look
the
through
image
here.
was a little fuzzy, but in the center of the painting was what...
Snake eating its
I
own
thought about
tail.
There was
Stupid shitty priest said. Who cares? Fuck the priest. Since before the robbery. So, can you rewind it any further?
That was the early...
The first frame, huh?
Nico and I were
next
taking
frame.
a look at La Malédiction.
Taking a look
Funny.
at it.
The painting didn't strike me.
Me as remarkable.
It seemed that whenever Nico stepped back into my life...
How the fuck do
There
they
I
know each
was,
other? Looking at the exhibition. Well, so what?
The most striking act...
Alright, snake eating its tail. Next frame.
A good view of La Malédiction.
Why he thought it was evil. Certain presence to it. He keeps noticing this.
The killer caught in the act. There was nothing...
Distinctive about him. What about his shoes? What about
the
his,
CCTV had caught the killer in the act.
lifting it from
He
the
knew
wall?
exactly which paint...
Which paint to take and to lift it.
The most striking...
Nothing else going on. What about the
The
next
moment
frame?
it all went horribly
wrong.
Why hadn't Henri backed down when the thief pulled the gun?
Because he
If
might
that was
want
me. I'd have done whatever the guy wanted.
Because he may have known, hey, you're not supposed to. We're gonna let you. Because it's like, hey, you're like, you don't need to aim a gun. We're in on it. We're gonna let you get away with this. I'm the gallery owner. Why are you aiming at me? I bet the guy wanted it murdered and might as well
The
take
most
it.
striking...
Eating its tail. What
There
about
was
the
some
thief?
writing on the front of his helmet.
Couldn't quite make it out. Really?
The writing was just a...
Blur? Fuck. What about
The alarm should have sounded when the killer
took the
but it
painting.
had been... I wondered who could have done that.
Lane or Henry?
Or perhaps
Vera security.
the killer making his getaway.
Oh, there we go. What's that say?
A logo on the...
Waterloo Motors.
That?
Could be useful.
A logo
It's just the
on
helmet.
front of...
It's not like he fucking works there. He just bought the shitty helmet, dude. You know, I mean, when you're a getaway driver, you want to practice, you know, safe
A
practices.
logo on...
Waterloo, I got it.
The painting was gone.
It was gone. That's it?
There I was, taking a look at the alarm box. I hadn't thought about that when I was
Staring at the camera. It's fucking
not my best
dumbass.
angle. That was the... I'd probably learn...
Everything I could. Alright. I learned everything that I could.
Monsieur, So, you have snuck in here, and now you are tampering with my evidence.
That's a... What do you mean, tell the truth or tell lies? That isn't fucking true. Well, you're lying.
I wasn't tampering with anything. I was just looking for clues.
That is my job, Monsieur... Monsieur...
Stobart. George Stobart. Paris Mutual. We insured the exhibition.
The feeling's mutual.
Oh, really?
These shitty taglines.
So, you have plenty to gain from the robbery.
Oh, au contraire.
No, we have.
I won't
plenty
even
to
get paid
lose
if it's
from the
stolen.
robbery.
Don't patronize me, monsieur. Only a fool
It's
wouldn't
terrible.
know how
It's
insurance
awful.
works.
Yeah.
It sucks!
No flies on you, Inspector.
Exactly. I have to get up very early in the morning, which means I can be sure to catch the worm.
So I see.
Oh, you're not funny.
May
You're not a
I
funny
remind
writer.
you, monsieur, that a serious crime has been committed.
They think it
I'm
sounds
going
so
to have
funny
to ask
on the
you to
page.
return to the gallery.
Of course. But I do need to ask you a few questions.
D'accord. But remember, anything you say can be used against you, Monsieur Stobart.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
So what do we actually have first? So Henry hired the wrong security, and they ripped him off, and he was trying to say, no, I'm in on it. I know you're going to fucking steal it. He's like, fuck you, buddy. It's fucking 100% cut. Boom.
Do you know anything about a company called Vera Security?
Let's change locations already.
I have never heard of them. Now,
Let's get out of this
I must
stuffy
get on
gallery.
with my investigation.
It's very likely that the security camera holds a clue to the killer's identity.
Monsieur, I am a professional, and you are an amateur. So, leave the investigating to me, huh? Pal? Monsieur, you are American, no?
Yeah, California born and bred.
Of course. I think perhaps you are wanting to be like that Starsky and Butch, monsieur.
Oh my
No?
god, dude.
Rolling around on top of...
Oh
fast cars with
my
beautiful
god!
ladies, firing your gun.
Interesting
It
idea,
sucks.
Inspector, but not really
It's
my
awful.
style.
Indeed. Well,
It's
let me tell
slow.
you something, monsieur.
It's dull.
You are my
It's
prime
boring.
suspect. You may go now,
It's not
but
interesting.
I will need to speak with you again.
The game takes too long to function. You didn't even ask him about the important shit of the fucking bill. You didn't even ask him about the bill.
I had some valuable leads. But before following up on them, I had important business to attend to. Hey, Nico, you want to grab a quick cup of coffee?
Oh my god,
Sure.
please no.
I am pleased to announce that I have finished my preliminary investigation. This is now an official crime scene, and you must all go. I shall be questioning all of you again in the coming days.
Again.
Nobody is to leave the country, particularly you, Monsieur Stobart. Monsieur Lane will stay behind to help secure the premises.
Oh really?
Mo?
Yes, Inspector.
Let them out.
Right away, sir.
And that fatty walked right in the tomato sauce.
2 coffees, please.
I don't want to talk to this fucking girl.
Nice
I mean,
work in there, Nico. Whatever you did,
let's
it
go
worked.
to a new scene. A new scene. Something's got to
You
happen.
n'avez bought it.
I think
I don't know.
Natalie
Somebody
would buy
stole a
anything that
painting.
had
They're gonna
blood
just
on
sell it. Who cares? The security. I mean, that's it. That's the only lead. Henry was in on it. He was
You
gonna
know,
rob
this
the
whole
insurance
setup,
company.
The theft, the murder, it just doesn't make sense.
And then the security guard
What
says,
do you
fuck
mean?
it, we're going to steal the painting and sell it. But he was just a patsy. He wasn't supposed to... He couldn't possibly know anything. He couldn't possibly know anything. And he accidentally shot the gallery owner. I don't know why. He got hyped
Like I
up,
said,
man.
I think it was an inside job.
You know, he wants the action. He wants the heat.
Go on.
Someone disabled the...
Let me...
But on just one painting,
Exactly.
we know
The CCTV picked up an image of the thief.
thief is helmet
His
had
helmet-
Waterloo Motors.
Interesting. I think I got a couple of good shots of it.
They're like trying to...
Great. Let me...
they're trying to like wrap it up. The developer's trying to explain to the player in case they haven't been paying attention so far. all the clues
Well,
to
the
put it
police
together.
thinks Lama-
I already fucking put it together before they told me.
George,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I found the address. It was not
Security company, not the
Good
one
luck.
they recommended.
well, I guess I...
the one. Yeah.
That's it. All right, see you later.
It's good.
Great to see you. I watched her walk away. The
And
sound
take
of
a
traffic,
piss in that
the sun
fucking metal
shining,
urinal.
a crime to solve, and Nico back in my life.
Paris. Oh god, this is where you have to fucking find out. I'll go to the security company. I'll go to security company.
The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a dead-beat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera's security.
So there's a lot of extraneous clues you don't need to fucking look at. Does it want to give me a fucking mouse cursor or no? This game's terrible.
Please don't touch the sign.
You make it worse. Who are you? I'm getting ready. I'm getting to that point. I'm getting to that point because it's not going anywhere interesting.
if you can
It's
help
not
me.
exciting.
I'm
It's not
looking for
fun.
Vera's
It's not
security.
adventurous. It's not adventurous. There's no adventure.
Yes, of
What
course.
happens to the screenshots they showed in the PlayStation Store, hanging from trains and nothing?
The name's George, by the way.
Cockroaches
From
on
the
pizza, gunfire in the gallery.
But
What?
I'm in no mood to
There's
talk.
nothing. You're giving me
I had a
nothing.
resounding headache.
What? Where's the security?
Bad migraine, eh?
The worst.
Oh no,
I
the
thought the
poor
neon
buzzing
sign had
sign. That's the
potential.
puzzle in the game.
Is it
Solve
your
the
sign?
puzzle sign and then it'll fucking tell
No,
you. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's over. It's over. I don't care. Look at the animation takes so long.
You want me to try fixing?
Neon.
Do you know what?
Of course I
I'm very-
fucking don't.
Then please.
I'm very good. I'm no
Market-
good at electricals.
Bassam had already...
Told me where they... Well, then let's go. Let's go. Fix the sign.
The neon sign...
Investigate. Let's see if I can fix it. This is the game. This is the game.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed.
Mo
and the
Mara,
cover
sir.
broken. No wonder it was flashing.
That's it.
I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated.
Hell Diner. Good enough. What? What?
A small...
A small piece of wire? What am I supposed to fucking make it say? Salad et Dan. What? What can I make it say? Salad in the Dan. Nan. And Dan. What do you want, dude? Is that it? Bassam. Is that it? Did we do it? Look, it's even changed where I wrote it. Kudos to them.
And I'm very grateful.
Still looks
When
pretty
you're
terrible.
building a brand from the ground up,
Name is
I need a
everything.
name that makes my customers long for adventure.
And treasures from faraway places.
Tell me about your business.
This stall is going to put me through.
Yeah,
But
right.
the nonsense sign is working against me.
You already have a
It should
business,
spell
so
a
then
name
you're
for
going to
my
get a
shop.
degree, so then you get hired
I
to
need
do a
something
job.
original, yet familiar.
Vera
bright and-
Security. Why don't you just go across? Yeah, okay,
I
I
can
get
take a
it.
look at your sign.
Come up with
You
something.
are like a.
Alright, a genie from a magic lamp. Alright, so we can come up with a fucking name for a shitty fucking store. These dumbass trinkets that he bought. You bought these plastic trinkets from, the CVS, you know, just down the hallway. It's not like you went to fucking Marrakesh and got them from some extravagant foreign country. Let's go over here. Vera Security. I hate this game.
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster.
What? Where?
Oh,
On the
this
floor.
game
Get rid
sucks.
of
It sucks.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
Or just fucking step on it.
Come here, little fella.
You want to look at it? Ugh.
I was never going to catch it with my bare hands.
Well, maybe you could use your, use the
That would
wire.
be pointless.
Maybe you could use the, your press card. What about the tweezers?
That wouldn't.
What about this?
That would have violated.
What? Come on! What about
That
this?
was never going to happen.
Well then shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. What do we got down here? A stretch goal? What the hell does that mean? He shrugs like even he doesn't understand. Even he doesn't understand. There's a huge cockroach in the way. You're a real little cunt. Do you know that? Let's investigate this table. Ma'am, do you have anything to say about the security note?
Romanovs. A Russian.
The pack was empty. Well, pick it up.
Crumpled cigarette pack.
What about the other?
The ashtray.
Full of
the
it.
filters
All right. Filters were very exotic. Ma'am, do you have anything to say about this security note?
Leave that radio alone and...
You know, I'm a customer. I don't work for you.
Phone.
Hysterical woman. The door. Can't get back there. There's a cockroach in the way. What about the hysterical woman?
Hello. Cockroach!
What about this?
Cockroach!
Wow, wow, wee, wow. So that's it, huh? Until you deal with this guy, you can't fucking do anything? She won't even talk to you until you deal with it? Oh my god. So what's the deal? I can't investigate the lamps.
The place looked very
terrible to accommodations. A dead plant.
Even the plant looked.
Even the plant looked depressed. So I can't get past there. I need something. Well, I have... She won't talk to me. I need my fucking inventory. This is like... That's like the enemy in the game. That's the enemy. I have to come up with the... Maybe he'll give me something.
The stall was in bottle stuff.
Retro kitchen, music cards, a bunch of shit junk. Come up with a name for him. What do you have to say? What about this? The vermin
I'm sorry,
problem.
until I kickstart...
I don't have any ancillary projects. You need a
clear
brand.
message that grabs my key demographic by the lapels and hurls them.
Excuse me?
You know, a name that sounds
Magical. A name that sounds magical. Well,
Do you
let's
know
ask
anything
about
about-
Bear Security.
Not really.
Not really. Never
Why do you
heard
s-
of them.
Rush setup, new sign.
Low investigation. No customers.
At least the sign's not.
I know, and I do a...
Spells
And as it-
nonsense. All right.
If only it's spelled...
Branding is key. A whole new
That would say-
world. A whole new world. What about
Smell
this?
this.
Ooh.
At least it's the real thing.
Do you have any?
What about these nail clippers?
No.
No. Why do I still have them?
I didn't think.
Maybe much point
I
that. What
decided
about the wire?
If
Keep the
Basan
wire.
knew how flimsy the sign.
He wouldn't be happy. So I have to help him come up with a new fucking name. Maybe he'll give me something to pick up that shitty cockroach, talk to the hysterical woman, to confront her about the bill. Yeah, but it's a bill. What's she gonna say? Yeah, it's a bill. So, I mean, it's a bill. What do you want me to say? You hired us and we were there. What do you want me to say? Well, how come there was no... How come the alarm didn't go off? How come there was no security? How come it got stolen? I'm the insurance agent. You're the security officer who got hired. We're holding you responsible unless you can explain why you allowed this to go on under your watch. And then you fucking press them. Your objective is to rearrange the letters to form a new word that is appropriate for Basam's predicament. The letters that form the new word need to be lit. This must be placed in the 7 sockets on the right side of the sign. Okay. Interact with the letter to pick it up, move it to an empty slot, interact again to drop the letter into that empty slot. So, needs to fill the 7 slots on the right. Notice how it says must be placed in the 7 slots, and yet there are 8 slots that can be lit up. No, that's not right. So then, it needs to be put in the 7 slots. I can use the empty space.
The letters could be
moved around. I
Shame
can
it
use the
didn't-
empty space. Wait a
I'll have
minute.
to
What did
think
he
of
say?
something else.
Basam. What did he say? I have to think of something else. So we can use 6. We can use 6 words. I'll have to think of something else. You can put them there. What? Have to think of something else. Well, let's think of the starting letter. What can I spell with D? So we got let's put them in order. A, E, I, S, L, D, and an N. Bassan. Sorsate. That might be too much. Ma mère. There's no N. What did he say? What about that? Purdue? What kind of a word do you want to spell? What kind of a word do you want to spell? 2 D's, 2 E's. It has to spell something from a faraway world, an adventurous world. I don't know, man. What about an L? La-di-da. Why don't you fucking say it like that? Huh? Why don't you fucking put it like that? Dude, why don't you make the sign like that, man? Why don't you make the sign like that? You know? Because that's about how I feel about this game. You decided to purchase a pro version of Unity and code your first game. And this is about the greatest that you could come up with. A point and click, shit, cockroach infested, devoid story murder mystery adventure as your first coding extravaganza on the PlayStation Store. Well, fucking la-di-da. They did it better 25 years ago on a Windows 95. Broken sword.